Hey, welcome to Travel Adventures, Postcards, and Press. This is where we give you the lowdown on all our adventures and the latest travel news. Now, we're going to start off with, planning a vacation, planning a trip. Now, we're not talking about, hey, we're going to Disneyland for the day or the weekend, even though depending on where you're coming from, there's a lot of travel information and planning that needs to go into that. We're talking about, a destination. Let's take, for instance, we went to Italy last year, and honestly, that was 6 months to a year out of planning. You pick a place. After you pick that place, the next thing is all right, well, what's our budget? How much are we willing to spend? We kind of go backwards. We kind of pick a place and go, all right, let's just make it happen. But, budget has to be considered in there. Where are you going? How long are you going to be there? And then once you have all those basics of where you want to go and how long you're going to be there, you pick dates, right? Everybody's got to put in for their vacation time and so forth. For us, we got all that down. All right, let's say it's booking a cruise. You book the cruise. Okay, well, it's not just the cruise you book. There's a lot of things that go into that, Are you going to buy some upgraded packages? You got excursions for each stop. Are you flying in and out of somewhere? You got to book the flights. Are you going to fly in a day early, which is highly recommended? You're going to have to book the room. So all that planning goes into, planning your dream destination, where you're going to go, how you're going to get there, and what you're going to do while you're there. And then all the little things that go into each aspect of that training or each aspect of that planning. The excursion. Okay, well, you picked one. Now you got to plan that out. When are you going? What are you going to take when you go? What is it that you want to see? When you come back, how much time do you have to go see other things? So each port will be different. Each excursion will be different. Each travel destination will be different. When we did our Italy trip, it's like, okay, we're going to be in Venice for 2 days. What are we going to do for those 2 days? What is it that we want to see within that time frame? There are so many things that go into planning a trip. Me personally, I'll use Word and I'll use Excel. We use a lot of different, when we go on cruises, we'll book through the cruise for excursions, but now we're starting to use Viator and Get Your Guide more. They're a lot cheaper. The only thing is there's no guarantee about the ship, getting you to and from, or waiting for you and getting you to and from. If your excursion goes long, you take a chance on missing the boat. The other thing is if the boat decides to change the port, you could lose out on your money versus it booking it through cruise line. So in planning these trips, you have to budget smart, depending on where you're traveling. Your timing is everything when you travel and why it matters, Then there's an art to the itinerary, balancing out your adventure and your downtime. We are one of those ones that we will book something at every stop, or book something for every day, or book a couple things to keep the entire day filled. I'm telling you, we have learned our lesson that, you need some downtime in there. Although you want to make the most of it and see as much as you can and do as much as you can, let me tell you, you are not going to be able to do that. You want some downtime because you are going to need a vacation from your vacation when you get back, because it's going to be so much excitement, adrenaline, and just nonstop going. Good instance is like when we went to Italy. We stayed in multiple places. We basically started in Sicily, worked our way up the boot, and it was a couple days each spot, 2 or 3 days, and then we planned something every single day. Sometimes it was a couple things, and then like in Rome, there was so much to see and do. We planned out a whole map. Like, we actually went in and mapped things out that we wanted to see. Google Maps, another good thing. So you can go in there and put pinpoints of what you want to see. Then you can print it out so you don't forget any stuff. So there's so much that goes into booking and planning your trip. We actually have, and if you check our website, we actually have a checklist. We started this when we were going camping in our RV. Every time we went, something we missed. Guess what? We added to the list. Well, now we have a list of our travel adventures. No matter where we're going, if we're going to fly, there's certain things we take. If we're going to stay in a hotel, there's certain things we take. If we're going on a regular vacation, there's certain things we take. If we're going on a cruise, there's certain things that we take. Sometimes we take all of them. So we have a list, and we've broken it down into the things that you should take, or the things you should consider taking. We all know it's very difficult to pack, which is another part of planning your vacation. How long are you going to be there? What are you going to pack? How many suitcases you taking? Oh my goodness, it's just so much. It's mind-boggling. But those are things that you have to go through. Well, let's talk about when you do plan your trip. You really have to set goals for your travel. Like I said, there's got to be some downtime, some relaxation. Maybe it's just a nice quiet dinner and then some drinks afterward. Maybe it's just a few hours relaxing in your hotel room or in your room on the cruise ship. You think that there might be a lot of downtime, or that you can handle just planning stuff 24/7. It does get old and it gets tiring, and then you end up missing things because you're just tired and maybe you're a little pissy at the same time. So remember, relaxation, adventure, and culture. You want to bring all those things in and really narrow down the perfect destination based on those things. And if you've already got your destination, consider those things. Relaxation, adventure, and culture. How are you going to implement those? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? What is it that you really want to see? And then start working it in a slow process. Each aspect of planning a trip is going to be or seem overwhelming when you start. But get started. Pick a destination. Then start figuring out which days, dates, all those good things. And maybe pick a couple blocks of time frames, because you can look ahead of time if you're flying somewhere, if it's a little cheaper one week versus the other. If you're locked into certain dates, well, you don't have much of a choice. And then it gives you, if you plan it out way in advance, it gives you plenty of time to start looking for cheaper flights, cheaper hotel rooms. And one thing I'm going to tell you, and everybody has a different opinion, but I like to book early. Worst case scenario, the room rate goes down or the trip price goes down and I get money back. When the price goes up, you don't get anything. You just end up paying more. So it doesn't really hurt you to book early, as long as there's a cancellation policy in place, and that if something happens, you can, cancel the trip if need be. So those are some of the little things, and I know it's all very broad, but this is just segment number one on, that dream destination. That's how to start planning your next trip. And these are the basics of what you need to consider. Now, if you've already gone through those processes and plans, and maybe you didn't think about a few things, check out our website, check out our YouTube, check out everything. We have a list. We'll send it to you free if you join our email list, and you'll have a basic checklist that you can go and modify from there. And then every time that you forget something, you just go back and add it to that list, and you continue on from there. It's a live document, and that's what we use it for. And we've traveled a lot now. We have another big trip coming up that we're going to be flying, staying in a hotel, staying in a few hotels, flying back and forth across Australia, then going on a 12-day cruise. So there's a lot that went into this 3-week trip, and a lot of planning and time and things that we did. So, for your next trip that you're planning, please comment below on the steps that you go through. What is it that that makes it easier for you? Do you have a list that you track everything to? How do you keep track of the things that you did book? Where are you going? Anything you want to share, or any questions you might have of how we've done things, or just in general, please post up below. We love to hear from you, and we will respond. And maybe it's something that you'll bring up that we don't do, or we haven't done, or that we want to try, and we'll implement that into our next travel adventure. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue watching our new segment of the Travel Adventures Postcards and Press, and where we'll give you the lowdown and on all our adventures and the latest travel news. And some of these will just be travel news, whatever's going on today or tomorrow or this week, and what we feel you should know about, and what people are talking about on the internet. So stay tuned for more. We'll see you then. Don't forget to check out more videos. Thanks for watching.